Same thing gonna happen with Spence. They're gonna figure out some type of excuse why Terence Crawford was successful in the Canelo Alvarez fight.
I'm different. I'm an elite fighter. So that's the difference. Big difference.
But after fighters fight me, they never the same. So I just hope your career continue.
If you look at my career, never the same after me.
Terence Crawford has sent a chilling message to Canelo Alvarez, warning that he plans to beat the Mexican icon with the same brutality he used against Errol Spence Jr. Crawford also addressed how he believes Canelo is preparing, urging him not to underestimate what's coming. He pointed out that many narratives give Canelo the upper hand simply because of his longer career and championship history, but Crawford isn't buying that. He says Canelo may think he's seen it all, but he's in for a surprise.
I don't know. I just think, sometimes some fighters, they fight to their level of competition. And, I think he's definitely more experienced, with more well-rounded, given the experience that he had in the Floyd Mayweather fight. So we shall see. No, he just seen a lot of fighters. He's been through the boxing game for a long time. He got a lot of experience, and in his heart and soul, he feel that I'm not gonna show him nothing new that he haven't seen before. No, not at all. Like he didn't fought southpaws, he didn't fought orthodox fighters. So, he's been in the ring with a lot of fighters, and in his mind, he don't see nothing new that I can bring to the.
Crawford went deeper, saying this fight is going to be legendary-like to icons clashing to see who truly stands at the top. He promised fans that he'll bring something special on September 13th. While everyone's focused on his strength, Crawford insists it'll be his skill and ring IQ that steal the spotlight when the lights come on.
I'm a legend too. So, we got two legends fighting each other, and I'm definitely, daring to be great. And I'm going to be great September 13th. I'm not taking no credit away from Canelo's skills. A lot of people, they only talk about his power, but he's very skillful in there, and, he's respected.
Canelo didn't hold back either, responding to Crawford's comments. He said he hopes Crawford's getting paid well because he won't be the same after the fight. For Canelo, this is about more than money. It's about delivering a lasting lesson and leaving his mark on Crawford's career.
We're going to find out.
And don't get me wrong, you're a great fighter.
I know I'm great.
You're a great fighter, but you're gonna find out. I hope your uncle Turki Alashi pay you enough money, because it's gonna be the last. That's for sure.
It may be. Maybe.
I hope he pay you enough.
But after fighters fight me, they never the same. So I just hope your career continue.
If you look at my career, never the same after me.
But Crawford made it clear he doesn't care about the noise. He knows critics may try to downplay a win, just like they did after the Spence fight. He expects that some will find excuses if he beats Canelo, but to him, it's all part of the game, and he's ready to shut the doubters up again.
They're gonna make excuses. The same thing happened with Spence.
Same thing gonna happen with Spence. They're gonna figure out some type of excuse why Terence Crawford was successful in the Canelo Alvarez fight.
You gonna retire after if you win this fight, or you're gonna keep going?
I don't know. We shall see.
It is what it is. I got the style, I got the skills, I got the heart, and I'm not gonna sit around and...
Tensions exploded during the pre-fight face-off when Canelo shoved Crawford, sparking a heated exchange that almost turned into a full-blown brawl. Security rushed in to break it up before things got out of control. Meanwhile, Canelo fans erupted, chanting Mexico and showing loud support for their champ. Reflecting on the shove later, Canelo said it only fueled him more. He made it clear he's locked in for September 13th. No distractions, no hesitation. He's coming in fully committed and ready to settle things in the ring. He promised fireworks from the opening bell.
I'm turning it on right now.
Right? Yeah. Did it make you want to go harder for the 13th?
I don't know, but made me feel more excited.
I love it.
I'm gonna train so far. I've been in this sport like so many years. I had so many good fights in my career, and I had the experience to adapt myself to these kind of fighters. I fight everybody out there, every style, and I'm gonna do my job and put all my experience, all my talent there, and that's it. I'm different. I'm a elite fighter, so that's the difference. Big difference.
Boxing commentator Sean Zittle weighed in on the confrontation, saying the shove looked choreographed. He pointed out that moments like this often align with what promoters want: more drama, more hype, and a bigger build-up for a massive fight. It might have been staged, but it sure amped up the tension.
No. That's not, there's 30 security guards.
It feels a little contrived.
You think so?
I think a lot of people feel it's a little
well, I'm glad you used a big word that most of us don't know.
In New York, that's a weak ass push by Canelo, and that is not Canelo. What he did with Caleb Plant, that was real. He slipped him and then slapped him, and that was like, okay. This felt like, hey, social media saying you guys are being too friendly. We're paying you all this money. We're putting the knockout bonus there. Come on, we got a fight to sell. Let's heat this up a little bit. Obviously, they're both great fighters, and they're both coming to win. But I don't want to get too deep into it today. But my thoughts on this, the big picture, like what's looming. The fight to me, because I'm the journalist, right, is an afterthought.
Adding to that view, another commentator noted how quickly everyone rushed to break things up something. That felt different this time. He described the interaction like a tennis match, with Crawford and Canelo taking turns stepping up, sizing each other, and raising the stakes with each face-off. All signs point to an explosive clash when the first bell rings.
Watch Terence. Terence is not stopping here. He's walking straight up to him, way past Dana. Here's halfway. He's like, nah, I'm meeting you at your front door. And he's backing him up. Oh, then there's the shove. Look at Bomac. Look at Bomac. Oh, shit, we got everybody getting in there. Reynoso, security, Michael Buffer. It's a game of tennis. It's a game of back and forth, because this time Canelo walks up on Terence. Like, yeah, okay, you got that one off. Watch this. Now I'm going to push you back a little bit. Yeah, see, I'm going to push you back just a little.
Looking back on Crawford's past battles, Shampur recalled how, during the Errol Spence fight, Crawford's own corner admitted he abandoned their game plan. When asked, Crawford confirmed that he was so fired up, he fought purely on instinct. For Porter, it showed how dangerous Crawford becomes when he's fighting with nothing but passion and fire.
I said, what? He said he didn't have a game plan. He was asking us what he should do before the fight.
Shakur specifically, right?
So I think it was Shakur that said that. So then I talked to Crawford after the fight, and I know I talked to him on the podcast about this specifically, but then I talked to him afterwards, and I was like, I said, stop saying you didn't have a game plan. You had a game plan. He said, look, Sean, we had a game plan, but in the locker room before the fight, I just was fired up. And he said he had, even walking out to the ring, he had it like, just so much energy, passion, dog. He wanted to go right after her, so using that story again to relate to everyone, you're right. That dog is gonna be there, and he understands that he has to be.
Denzel Bentley, the British middleweight, admitted he doubted the matchup at first, thinking Crawford had no business stepping up to face Canelo, but as fight night approaches, Bentley's tune has changed. He now believes Crawford has what it takes to shock the world. He noted that fans haven't seen peak Canelo in years, which makes this fight all the more intriguing.
Oh man, at first I didn't like it. I was like, come on, don't do it, don't go up there, don't do it. But as it's got closer, I'm believing in Crawford, man. I mean, I think he can pull it off. You haven't really seen the best of Canelo in years. I think his best days were at 160. When I think of it, that Danny Jacobs fight, that's probably the best performance I've seen Canelo in all these fights. I know he's had so many fights, better performance, but in recent times, just the lateral movement, the elusiveness, the way he lets his shots go, the just effortless kind of movement and you know, flow on the punches. He hasn't been that since then. Since he moved to 160, he's just a powerhouse. He's slow with his feet, throws less punches than we've seen before. He's always looking for a big shot. That hardly sets anything up anymore. It's just his whole style has just changed, and it's worked for him because a lot of fighters go in there with that fear factor, like, oh my days, it's Canelo. Or he will wear you down at some point because he's so physical and strong, or when he hits you, you kind of don't want to know because he hits so hard. But I don't think Crawford's going to go in with that mindset. I think whatever Canelo brings, he's going to be able to match. He's got better feet. Even though at 154 his feet didn't look the best, but Majimov is a good mover. But he's got better feet, he can fight both ways, and I think he'll use more of his arsenal than what Canelo would use. So I think he would find it easier. So I think Crawford can beat him.
As the countdown to September 13th continues, one thing's clear: this isn't just a fight, it's a legacy battle. When that final bell rings, there'll be no excuses, just the warriors leaving it all in the ring. If you enjoyed this breakdown, don't forget to like the video, subscribe for more fight updates, and drop your predictions in the comments below. We're just getting started.